Where your mother's passion burns, yours is as mellow as the sun's golden rays. Growing up, you never had a close relationship with your mother and spent the majority of your time alone in your room obsessing over space. You just really love space. You'll do whatever it takes to get to Sixum, no matter the cost.
We were under the covers, but I didn't want to know, 'cause I knew better. It's around when you would ever.
Hi everyone, it's Catchy, aka OBiGem. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, also the notification bell to be notified of all future videos. And if you're interested to see, please do hit the like button so I know keep making content like this. So it's been a very long time. It feels like a long time. Honestly, this is the first not so berry of 2022 after we ended Rose Gen in December of 2021. So it feels a little bit weird to be jumping back in. But I'm so ready to finally be continuing and picking back up the legacy because y'all, we got to keep this train going. If you guys have been watching my streams, it probably hasn't felt like forever because I was streaming all the in-between time of Sienna's Rose Gen gap between her adulthood and her elderhood. So if you guys have been watching that, I so appreciate you. If not, no worries. You didn't miss too much and you didn't miss that much that I can't catch you up on right now. But without getting too ahead of myself, you guys, we are back again with Not So Berry. We are here with Zarin, and he actually has been doing university. I did use a mod that enabled Zarin to be able to apply and enroll in university as a teenager. So he actually has already done his first term. He's in his second term right now. He's got one more. I've been playing his university playthrough with the 4 class load. Y'all, it's no joke. 4 classes is so hard, but luckily he aced his first term with straight A's, and we plan to do the same with his next 2 terms. Right now he's working on finishing his term paper, so while we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right back in and let you guys know exactly what the rules will be for this generation. As you guys already know, I already always like to do this Not So Berry playthrough with a twist. So this generation will probably be the last generation that kind of has a slight twist, but it's mostly the same as the original Yellow Generation rules. But before getting too ahead of myself, I'll just go ahead and let you guys know what we're working with for Yellow Generation. So the traits he has currently, well, he hasn't aged up to a young adult yet. We'll get to that in a minute. So currently he already has the clumsy and loner trait, but he will be getting the ambitious trait as a young adult. Aspiration nerd brain, career astronaut, and here are the rules. Master rocket science and handiness skill, master astronaut career, and complete nerd brain aspiration. Must build a rocket ship and visit Sixum. Enter the secret lot in Oasis Springs, requiring max handiness. Never have any close human friends or relationships, and this is a little twist I gave for this generation, other than the grandparent from generation 1 until that grandparent died. We did do that with Glade, so technically we've already checked that off for this generation. But here's the twist part. You aim to meet the extraordinary extraterrestrial, so if you're going to befriend anyone, they can only befriend occult sims. So Zarin can only be friends with occults, and as a result of that, he must marry an alien. So I have to have pretty much a lot of fun with that. I don't normally play with any occults, so I figured I'd throw that twist in there to kind of give me the opportunity to do, again, what this challenge is all about, doing things that you don't normally do. So this is going to be an opportunity to do, what I don't normally do, which is play with occults. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to factor in. But getting back into the storyline, guys, Zarin actually has one day until he ages up to a young adult. So I'm going to go ahead and have him, after his classes are done, I'm going to go ahead and set up for him to have dinner with his family, probably either today or after his classes or tomorrow. So he's going to, have dinner here in Brightchester with his mom, Sienna, and with her fiance. So Sienna is engaged, if you guys don't know. And if you haven't been watching the stream, you're gonna be a little bit shocked at the things that have transpired since episode 18, Roast Jet and now. So, I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket for those who are, in the dark about it, because y'all, it's a shocker. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and have Zarin finish up his editing his turn paper. When that is done, we're gonna just go through his day with him. I don't plan again on doing like a whole lot of uni with Zari. The plan was to kind of have that wrapped up before this generation began, but I didn't want him to celebrate 2 birthdays off screen. He celebrated his teen birthday off screen. I didn't want him to celebrate his young adult off screen too. So that's the reason why we are starting Yellow Gen this way. But by next episode, he'll be in his last term of uni and he'll be, going into the astronaut career. So we'll be ready to kind of get him started, and I'm excited for that. But until then, we will just keep jumping right in, and I'll probably just fast forward till he gets to his birthday dinner. So Zari is done with his classes for the day. I did have him take a vacation day from his part-time job. He works at the library, and boy, has it been tough juggling 4 classes and that, but that is another story. But we're at this restaurant. It's called Mache. I think it's called Mache. Yeah, that's what it's called. Anyway, I think it's an Italian restaurant. I'm pretty sure. But we are here with Zarin and his extended family, and he's over here getting their table for them. And I'm like all the way living for the fact that the servo is the host. You love to see it. It's perfect too, because Zari doesn't like people. So he's all like, cool. The host is a servo, so I don't have to deal with anybody. So he's like, yeah, my family, we're here. We have a reservation for my birthday. And the servo was like, yes, I'll get you all set up with that. And Zari's like, okay, cool. Like, look at him. He's so cute. I can't wait till he ages up. We're going to give him a whole young adult makeover, which kind of sucks because you guys didn't really get to see a whole lot of him as a teen. But you know how it works. They don't look that different as a teen versus YA. He is going to get himself a little haircut, though, after he ages up, though. So don't get too attached to this hair. So we are all situated at the table. I had them get the biggest table here, which was a 6 top, and for his birthday group, because I did set up a club for them to all come to the restaurant together. I don't know how y'all games have been working with restaurants or inviting people out to places. The way my game's been situated, every single time I invite people who don't live in my household out with me, it doesn't matter if I form a group when I'm there, they'll leave right away. So I have to like make clubs for them to stay, because with a club gathering, they have to stay as long as the gathering's there. So I set up my club gathering for his birthday party dinner, and it included his immediate family who lives in the country. So unfortunately, that means Robin, his cousin Kennedy, and his aunt Candace were not, able to come because they're in Mount Como. But we'll see them soon. Don't worry. Anyway, so that included Sienna and his dad, Andre, and then his extended family, which we're about to get to. So his extended family includes his stepsister Arlene, so that's Andre's stepdaughter. So isn't she so cute? And y'all, real talk, and this is kind of like messed up, but Zari's got a huge crush on her. He kind of like feels weird about it because he's like, she's technically my stepsister, but it's not like we're related. And like, the weird part is not really that he's stepbrother with him. The weird part is like, like I'm really only interested in, aliens and occults and all that right now. And Arlene's like regular, so I feel like I should not have feelings for her, but like, hey, his hormones are telling him a whole different story. They don't care that she's not an occult. He thinks that she's hot. But this is Arlene, Andre's stepdaughter. And then over here on the other side of the table is Miss Sienna, who looks like she's coming down with a headache or something's going on there. But we all remember our girl, Miss the Moment, Sienna. Obviously she has to be there. This is her baby boy's birthday. And then over here is Catalea, which you guys probably remember. I mentioned it once or twice already, that Catalea is Julian's daughter, Julian Tinker's daughter. And I think the last time I don't even think you guys saw her as a kid. She was a cute kid. If I have a screenshot, I'll pop it right here. But she was a cute kid, and she is a cute teen. She aged up off screen. She is super cute. And then Julian. So I know you guys are probably thinking, like, why is Julian and his daughter considered part of the extended family? Why are they here? Well, I mean, if you watch the streams, you're not going to be confused. But if you didn't watch the streams, I'm going to have to catch you guys up. So remember during Rose Gem finale, Sienna asked Ezra to be her boyfriend. And if I have some screenshots to just, fill in the flashback, I'll pop them in right here. But, she was right on track with continuing her relationship with Ezra and for them to kind of ride the wave onto Endgame off screen. However, off screen, Ezra, did the most and acted a fool, and he pretty much blew it. And while Ezra blew it, while Ezra blowed it, while Ezra blew it, there's always been a will they, won't they, thing going on between Julian and Sienna. It just never ended between them, and things rekindled. And Julian got back. Well, yeah, Julian got back with Sienna. They're a thing again, and during the last Not So Very Live stream, Julian proposed to Sienna, and Sienna said yes. So Julian is her official fiance. He's the OTP. He's the end game. And I can't. You guys, you probably already hearing it in my voice. Y'all know I pulled for them forever, but like. I just kept on thinking it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. And they had so many things get thrown at them for it not to work out. But I'm telling you, the game just wanted them to be together so badly. So I let it happen. These two are endgame. And Julian cute. He's so cute. We love to see it. I'm so happy that she's going to end up with him. It's great. So Julian's the one that she's going to go down the aisle with when she becomes an elder, which low key, you guys, Siena's going to be aging up to an elder in 2 days. So the next episode of Not So Very Yellow Gen, we're actually going to have the Rose Gen wedding. So she's going to be an elder in the next episode. Isn't that crazy? I love Sienna. I'm going to be so sad when she leaves. Oh. But yeah, that's the family. But they ordered their food. And Sienna is so happy that her baby Zarin has been doing so well in uni. She's like, oh, look at my baby. He's getting so big. I can't believe he's about to be a young adult. But she's really kind of reminiscing right now, thinking back to like her uni days. Her and Zarin are so different. I kind of love that about them, about how they're so different. But she loves him. But she's all like, oh my gosh, like I remember my uni days, how the world was my oyster, but I'm so proud of him. Look at Zarin, he's already talking to Arlene. Oh, he's complaining about everything. He's all like, it just really sucks that I'm having to, waste so much time being in uni when all I want to do is like study extraterrestrials. And he's been chatting to Arlene up because again, his hormones are going and he's a crush on her. So he's like, so are you interested in aliens and the cult and whatnot? And Arlene's like, no. I'm starting to be in IT and I'm just trying to have like a regular life. I mean, that's really cool though that you want to do that, Zari, you did always seem like a weird space cadet, always talking about aliens whenever you would come over. He's like, yeah, I was kind of a funny kid, but, you put up with me. And she's like, well, I mean, you're not so young anymore. You're about to be a young adult, right? He's like, yeah. And she's like, well, I guess we'll see how you fill out because, what I'm seeing so far, you look pretty cute, Zari. And Zari's looking at her like, is she flirting with me? Is she flirting with me? But he's, getting the feels. What are y'all doing standing up? You guys, it's the way that they got their food in like 30 minutes after they ordered. Look, this is not like a mod review or anything, but if y'all haven't gotten Carlson Guy's like gameplay overall / tuning mod, I have the tuning mod version of it because the gameplay overall is going to take some work as far as me dumping some mods that do the same thing the gameplay overall does. But the tuning mod is saving my life. Restaurants have never moved so smoothly for me before. I recommend. Now that they have their food, Sienna's talking with Zarin and it's like, so, you don't have too much left of uni. Like, what are your plans afterwards, baby? And he's like, I'm gonna, apply to become an astronaut and then do that. And she's like, yeah, but, where are you moving to? Are you gonna come back and live in Newcrest with me? And he's all like, Mom, Newcrest doesn't have a whole lot of opportunities as far as being an astronaut. I'm not going to come to Newcrest to do that. And she's like, I know, baby, but, you grew up there. And he's like, yeah, but that's not where I want to go, Mom. I was actually looking into moving out to Strangerville. And she's like, Strangerville? What? Miss Sienna lived an extra normal life, and well, I mean, mostly normal, in Evergreen Harbor as a child and a teen, and then she moved to Newcrest when she started her political career. So she's not really quite understanding Zari's desire to move to Strangerville. It's like so outside of what she's used to. She's like, that's so, far away. It's so different. Like, wouldn't you want to stay in Newcrest where, I could help you get your start? You could commute to Strangerville or wherever, or even like Oasis Springs. It's a little bit closer. And Zara's like, I know, Mom, but I don't want to live in Oasis Springs. I want to live in Strangerville. I'm interested in, becoming closer to the alien population, in my astronaut discoveries. And Strangerville, everything I've read says that I'm going to be able to do that. And she's like, I know, baby. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I want you a little bit closer by. So we could spend a little bit more time together now that you're getting older. I know when you were, a teenager, we had our differences and we didn't really click, especially after your granddad died. But like now that you're older, I kind of wanted to fix that. Don't you want to? And Zari's like, Mom, we have plenty of time to do that if you want to, but I need to get my life started, and that's what I want. And she's like, okay, I understand, I guess. And Sienna kind of feels a little bit bad because she's remembering a conversation she had with Gladen a long time ago when she was, and this is probably why it's coming into her memory now, because when Sienna was graduating from uni and she had that uni dinner with her whole family, Glade told her that he's all like, Sienna, you're not going to be able to get this time back. Zari's growing up so fast and it just feels like you're missing it. And she's like, whatever, Dad. And she didn't take it seriously. And now that she's almost an elder and Zari's becoming a young adult, she's really putting in perspective now how much she wasn't as present in Zari's, growing up process, which she was so consumed with, career jumping and figuring out her love life. And now that all of that's finally settled, now that she's at the tail end of her adulthood, she's realizing that she didn't really give it the attention she probably needed to. And she kind of had in her head, well, when Zari gets out of uni, then that will be the time I can try and play catch up and fix that. And now she's realizing that maybe now it's too late. Maybe now Zari doesn't, really want to do that because Zari's not wanting to move back to Newcrest. He's wanting to move further away. So I guess my chance is blown, which is actually quite sad. But Sienna's like, well, I'll help you in whatever you need to kind of move out there. But before you go, Julie and I are setting up for the wedding to happen, right after you graduate. So you'll definitely be coming back for that, right? And Zari's like, Mom, of course I will. Why would I miss your wedding? I'm not going to miss your wedding, Sienna, or I'm not going to miss your wedding, Mom. I'll be there for that. Don't worry. And she's like, well, good. I'm glad to know that. And Julia is looking over at Zari and saying, yeah, we're really looking forward to having you at the wedding, Zari. It actually kind of really means a lot to me for you to be there, especially, it's super important to me. And Zari's all like, okay, like, why? And he's like, well, honestly, I talked to your mom about it, but I wanted to actually personally see how you felt about it. But I was thinking, would you be interested in being my best man at the wedding? And Zari's all like, whoa, like, Julian, that's a big ass. You really want me? Oh, he looks so good here. Let's take a screenshot. We love to see it. This is so cute. He is such a beautiful child. But anyway, he's like, wow, that's such a big ass, Julian. You really want me to be your best man? And Julian's all like, of course, I can't think of anybody else. You know that I've always said that, it was super important that you were on board with, me proposing to your mom. And you were instrumental in helping me pick out the ring that I got for your mom, and she loves it. So it would mean a lot to me if you, were my best man. So Zari's all like, well, sure, yeah. I mean, I guess I could do that if you really want me to. And Andre's over here looking like, yeah, that's great. Can we get the cake now? Because, Andre is like listening to all this and he's feeling a little bit weird. He's all like, I'm sitting here with my son for his birthday, but also at the same time, Sienna is my ex, and, this is the dude that, was kind of in the picture when she technically cheated on me when we were dating, and now they're engaged. That's a little bit weird. It's a little weird. But, like, Julian's like, yeah, but I'm so glad that you said yes to being my best man. Like, I just know it's going to be the best, thing ever. I don't know who let out that smoke cloud, but we're going to ignore that. We're going to ignore that. Okay, I just really want to quickly show y'all the line that has worked out in front of this restaurant. This is, it's literally the only restaurant in town, so are we surprised? Not entirely, but look at all these people just waiting to get in to be seated. Woo! There's a lot of people. Yes, like, I'm really trying to get Zari to get this cake, but it may not work, y'all. I might have to go in and get a cake from Debug or something because, like, Zari lives in the dorm, so it's not like I go home and make him I mean, I guess I could have him travel to Sienna's, but I don't want to. I really just want them to bring out the cake because look at our baby. He's tired. He's like, where's my cake? I need to pull it out and have this be over already. But like y'all, it's 10 o'clock at night and they already ate their food and everybody ate it and drank their drinks too. Like the way that they ate in 4 hours, which is fast for this game. So I finally got to bring out the cake to work, y'all. In case any of you do, bring out the cake at the restaurants, because I know a lot of people don't do it because it's mad buggy. But in case y'all do it and you have trouble getting to come out, the key is to make sure the table is empty. So I ended up having to just delete all the plates and cups on the table because I cleared Zari's spot, but for some reason his spot being empty was not enough. Everybody else's plates had to go too. So just make sure the whole table's empty, and that should do it. Otherwise, you know how restaurants be. But Zari's over here ready to make his wish. He's like, I'm about to become a young adult, so what am I gonna do? I'm actually gonna have him make a wish. But he's over here thinking, my wish is that I get to move to Strangerville and make all types of incredible extraterrestrial discoveries. And, Zari doesn't have any friends because, he's been a loner his whole life. He hasn't really ever connected with anyone because people tend to find him and his desire to, like, explore space and, like, meet aliens to be, like, super weird. So he's like, I hope I meet aliens in Strangerville and, I can become friends with them and, finally make friends. That would be really cool. So that's such a sweet wish. I'm hoping that Zari makes alien friends. It'd be so fun for him. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and have him blow out his candles. I think the rest of them got up to celebrate with him. What's he about to do? Talk about froggies? Not today, sir. But go ahead and make your wish. What you want to do now? Mention knowledge, seeking nature? Later, buddy. Let's make a wish. And to commemorate this day, because, with the restaurants, there's like limited options for cakes. That's just how it goes. So I decided to kind of do a throwback to a throwback. If y'all remember Sienna's young adult birthday, which is hilarious because she was pregnant with Zarin when she when she became a young adult. So he technically was there for that. But anyway, for her young adult birthday, she had a SimCity cheesecake. So it's not yellow themed because there wasn't any yellow themed cakes that we could bring out. But it is kind of like tied to, previous gens, and we love to see a connection. So we're going to go ahead and let our little baby boy make his wish. No, man, not speed 3. Come on. What you doing, Zari? Where you going? Where'd he go? Hold on. Because we're not missing our baby boy blow out his candles. What's he doing? Zari has completed the knowledge. What? No? Can you blow out your candles, buddy? Blow out your candles. What? Oh, they're all blowing out their horns. They're like, congratulations, Zari. Happy birthday. And he's all like, okay, let me make my wish about, my goals and dreams in Strangerville. Okay, the game just like made him go all the way back over here. Okay, it's fine. We're okay with it, I guess. But he's gonna go sit back down, and then now that he's made his wish, he's gonna stand back up because clearly that's what I wanted him to do. And he's all like, I'm ready. Okay, I almost missed that. Let's take the screenshot before I mess this up. Oh, my baby Zari! He is about to be a young adult. I'm so excited for him. But let's go ahead. We'll take this little cinematic birthday shot of our baby boy. I can't believe it. This depth of field isn't helping me a whole lot. Let's do that instead. Ooh, he's so cute. He's got dark circles because he's tired. We're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. But let's go ahead and we'll let our baby boy. We're gonna age up. We'll get out of tab mode. Where'd he go? Okay, I don't know where he went, but that's cool. But he has aged up. Young adulthood, lifelong responsibilities, burgeoning careers, and vast horizons await. Whoever said their 20s aren't a blast? So, of course, we got to go ahead and give him his last trait. So, he already has the clumsy trait and the loner trait. So, what's the last trait? Hold on, let me double check my notes. He needs to have the ambitious trait. Okay, so let's find that. So, our baby boy is all set with all 3 of his traits for him to finally start working on everything in his his generation, which look, we've already got some stuff checked off, but we'll wait for that later. But I'm gonna go ahead and have our young man, who looks pretty much the same, he's just taller now because he's a young adult. Look at him, y'all. Zari's kind of hot. Not me pixel thirsting over my own child. No, that sounds gross. Y'all know what I mean. But he is hot. Yo, he is hot. Yeah, he's about to get a haircut too. And Miss Arlene's over there looking at Zari like, I thought I thought already that Zari was a complete stunner, but he's actually pretty cute. So we're gonna have him hug Sienna, and well, she's gonna hug him and be like, "Congratulations, baby boy! I'm so proud of you." And I'm gonna have him hug his dad, but I'll probably do that off screen because we're pretty much at the end of this episode. This is just a quick introduction to Yellow Gen, guys. Hold on, let me press play so we can get a better still shot here. So that is it for this one, you guys. Just a quick little intro to Zari so you guys can see him as a teen and see his birthday as an adult. He is a young adult now. By next episode, he will be done with uni. I'm just going to finish it all off screen because like I told you guys before Rose Gen ended, I honestly didn't really want to do any uni on screen for Yellow Gen because I'm over it. And quite honestly, I've done a whole lot of university with my on-screen and off-screen sims lately to the point where I kind of need a little bit of a break from uni. So next generation, we're not going to do uni. Yeah, we're not going to do uni either. Just FYI. So look forward to not doing that. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do y'all think of our baby boy Zari? Do y'all think he's an absolute cutie? And what do you think he's about to get up to when he moves out to Strangerville? Do you think he'll actually make it out there? Do you think Sienna will be able to convince him to stay closer to home since she, kind of feels like she missed out on her chance to forge a relationship with him? And what about the Rose generation or wedding? Because we're going to be officially putting the period on everything Rose Gen next episode when we finally wed Miss Sienna and Julian Tinker together. Let me know what your predictions are about that event in the comment section below. But as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and of course, stay dazzled. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.